Come on, come on. Welcome on in. Fantasy Alarm, friends, family, members, random people on Twitch. Welcome on in. Everybody, thanks for popping into the Fantasy Alarm show. Gather around, take a knee, because today's the day. Today's the day we set those lineups straight. No more yelling at everybody about start sits because it's the Thursday show. It's time to give as much information as we can. And if you could do us a little favor, give us as much information as you can. Let us know PPR, half PPR. Let us know if you're playing from behind, trying to make the playoffs. Let us know if you're sitting pretty and you're kind of cruising in. And please, for the love of all that is holy, give us the full names of these players.
Yeah.
If it's Saquon, say Saquon. We can take that. No
Right.
Hunters, no Warrens, no Chase. I guess we only got one Chase this week, so go crazy with the chases this week. One Chase if you'd like this week.
How many
But, hey,
Higgins do we have? We got multiple Higgins, don't
multiple
we?
Higgins now. Yes, there's tons of. I mean, don't get me started on the Johnsons and the Smiths. Please give us the info we need and help us help you. Help us help you. There's only a couple guys that are truly like Seal with the one name. There's one Bill, and the answer if whether we're starting a Bill or not is no. So give us the info. Bender, how we doing, brother? You ready to get it popping? Get everybody.
Yeah,
what they
man.
need?
Listen, Bill's on by. Bill's on by. So
We don't got to worry about
that
Bills.
at
There's
all.
no Bills this week.
Thursday night football tonight. Super psyched about that. We got some, it's Bills Texans. If you are a Fantasy Alarm member, well, then subscriber to Fantasy Alarm. Not a member here at YouTube. I want to remind you guys that membership here on YouTube is different from membership over at Fantasy Alarm. If you want to go over to fantasyalarm.com, if you don't have a subscription over there, here's the QR code. Go to fantasyalarm.com/YouTube. That'll auto-populate the promo code YT50. That'll take 50% off your first month. So, and that sucker just pays for itself. I got a video dropping a little bit later on here with some underdog picks. Coop and I are going to make some underdog picks as well and get you guys all set and ready. I have all my bets already in the bet tracker over at Fantasy Alarm. My picks for tonight's game, picks and props, all available there. Coop and I will be on the Fantasy Alarm show on SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio tonight, and we'll be breaking that game down in details. But if you want a little leg up, there you go. fantasyalarm.com/YouTube. That is the place to be. So let's jump into our chat here. Just say hi to everybody because why? Because I do see members here with their questions nice and early, and we appreciate that very, very much. Again, if you are watching on YouTube, there's a little join button right there under the title of the show, and you click that, and it'll prompt you $4.99 per month. All your questions get bumped to the top. If you're watching it on Twitch or Twitter or something like that, X, whatever we're calling it, come on over to YouTube, join the family fun over there. When you become a member, it's not just about getting your questions bumped to the top. You get badges, emojis, fun stuff to do throughout these shows. So we love having the family here, and we are not going to disappoint. See, look at Coop. He's all smiles there.
Hey.
All smiles. I will say, before I get to the member questions, I just got to pop in Josh Latshaw, sneaking in to get this question in nice and early here. But yeah, you're not a member. So do I go? Do I do it? Should I do it for Josh?
For Josh,
First guy.
One of the most charitable. You know what? He 2 years in a row now has been the final donation, even after already donating. So second donation to get us over the top for the Reddit Scott Fishbowl charity prop contest. So Josh Latshaw, a little bit of special treatment for guys like that, So
all right. Well, then here you go. Rico.
And then we go to members. Then we go to members.
Absolutely. So PPR, need a running back and a flex. Rico Dowdle versus the Niners on Monday Night Football. Chase Brown versus the Patriots. Ooh. Kenneth Walker versus Tennessee, or Woody Marks tonight against Buffalo. Where are you hanging out on this one here?
Yeah, I mean, the 49ers, we got to understand, this is not the defense that they're used to being. Like, they lost Fred Warner, and then they also lost Tatum Bethune. I believe he's going to miss this week with a high ankle sprain. It's just, we got to get that out of our mind. The Bills, the 49ers, these are not the defenses they once were. So I have Rico ranked like RB6 this week. I don't see why we wouldn't start Rico. He's been getting all the work. The Patriots are the best. Well, they're letting up the fewest yards per game, but I don't think they are the best team versus the run. They also lost Milton Williams, is a big blow there. But I still think you go Chase Brown over Woody Marks. I mean, I don't know. What are your thoughts on? I do have Chase Brown ranked ahead of Woody Marks, but it's a very good matchup for Woody.
I mean, I don't like the matchup for Chase Brown. I do think that this kind of, I mean, if you're going to attack the Patriots, you do it through the air, not on the ground. I mean, they've given up more than 50 yards in each of the last 2 weeks, but by how much, right? It's been like 56 or 53. So that's kind of nerve-wracking. No interest in Kenneth Walker against the woeful Tennessee Titans. Take that chance that Mike McDonald is not lying to us, Coop.
I don't trust him. I don't trust Mike McDonald. And the thing is, on that particular goal line touchdown, like they could give Kenneth Walker more work, but it still might not include goal line, because on that goal line touchdown, it was a hurry up rush situation where they didn't have time to sub guys. So in a different world, it might have just been Charbonnet again. That's okay. I've moved Kenneth Walker up, but I can't just move him up to where I have Chase Brown, because Chase Brown with no Samaje Perine, the only show in town. That's the question. It's like Woody's getting a lot more work. I have them ranked very close. So I'll let you make the call between Woody and Chase, because I do have them same tier.
Me personally, then I'm going to go with Woody.
Okay,
Rico, I'm going to go with Woody tonight. I actually I have his prop. I have a rushing and receiving yards prop bet over there at the Bet Tracker for Fantasy Alarm, and it favors Woody. Again, I just think that this could turn into a little bit of a back and forth here between New England and Cincinnati, and I don't know how much that favors Chase Brown, but I like Woody tonight. Guess Buffalo's run defense is so putrid. So putrid.
Right.
All right, here we go. DM7819 just wants to say good morning, FA family. Good morning to you, sir. Or ma'am. I don't know. Either or. Good morning to you. Appreciate you joining us here. Membership does have its privileges. Rod Elliott, PPR, Parker Washington, Andre Yosivas, or Cooper Kupp this week, Coop.
Crazy as it sounds, I do like Yosivas. I mean, if Brian Thomas Jr. can't go, we don't know yet. He's been questionable. Could bring Parker Washington back onto our radar. But right now, I'm leaning Yoshi. I think the situation's pretty good for him. Chase is obviously out. He plays a big snap share. And I think T. Higgins is going to get most of Christian Gonzalez work, because he is a true split end. They don't put T. Higgins in the slot. So I really do like Yoshi this week for a 1 week play.
All right. I concur with that statement. If only our Restream program would show what these emojis look like. It's a Coop emoji. It's a Bender emoji. It's a good vibes peace emoji there. What's up, High Hopes? How are you? Great to have you in here always as well. Jim Romedy, another member here of Fantasy Alarm. If Lamar doesn't play, Daniel Jones or Jacoby Brissett. So that's actually kind of interesting. Now, I do think Lamar plays. It's against the Jets. They need this. Baltimore needs to run the table. And the reason that Lamar has a questionable tag on him is because he doesn't practice on Wednesday. Who the hell practices on Wednesday? Nobody practices on Wednesday. So I do think Lamar plays. But on the off chance that he doesn't, Coop, Daniel Jones or Jacoby Brissett.
Believe it or not, Daniel Jones has been my guy. I've been pumping the tires for him from week 0, Bender. He was in the week 0 before week 1 waiver ad article. But I do have Jacoby Brissett 1 spot ahead because he's been so dang solid. And Daniel Jones gets the Chiefs this week. So not a great matchup. Jacoby gets the Jaguars, which is a better matchup. So I'm going Jacoby.
Insanely consistent from Jacoby Brissett. Insanely consistent. Exactly. I mean, 5 straight games with more than 20 fantasy points. I mean, it's been fantastic. So
that's the difference between him and Bryce Young. Like Bryce Young went out and just had a crazy 400-yard game too, but Bryce Young has not offered any consistency. Jacoby Brissett in his 5 games starting has done nothing but be great.
Yeah, do it again. Right. Do it again, Bryce.
And over that span, Howard.
Yeah,
Trey McBride, PPR points per game. Only 2 players have more points. Christian McCaffrey and Jonathan Taylor. Those guys. Those guys are pretty good, but he's like the wide receiver 1 basically in fantasy football. So they're locked in, man.
Sidebar, Your Honor. I just want to say how wonderful. Like, am I in a surprisingly good mood for this kind of hour here on a start sit day? It's because I was fixing all my lineups this morning and just putting back in Jonathan Taylor into all those lineups. Just
so good.
It's gosh, made me so giddy. So
I was
giddy.
I was putting my lineups together today, and I had to text Drew Scott today because he's in first place in the Independence Day League.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
looked at my team where I have Puka Nakua, CeeDee Lamb, and Jackson Smith and Jigba. And I texted him, I said, you better pray I don't make these playoffs in this Independence Day League because I'm coming for you up top there, dog.
Dude, I'm playing Tara Roberts in that one also. She's in second place. She's on a little bit of a losing streak, but now we're smoking her in the Survivor contest that we're playing. Now we're gonna beat her in the Independence Day. We're coming for you, Tara.
I
We're
beat
coming.
I beat Tara last week by less than 1 point.
Oh, I love that.
100 to like 99 and change, baby. Just
I love that.
scrappy. Let's go.
All right, DM7819 wants to know Sam Darnold versus Tennessee, Mahomes versus Indy. Indy's really beefed up their defense. They're coming off of a bye, but you've got some desperation here for Kansas City.
Yeah, you still got to go Mahomes here. Sam Darnold, like I do like him for a bounce back, but he's been struggling the last couple of weeks. So he's not necessarily a must start. Mahomes is though. Mahomes got him go to, and tennis. Indy has been pretty bad against the tight end. Though they have really good corners, Kenny Moore, and now they have Sauce Gardner, but those linebackers are not covering well. Zaire Franklin, good against the run, not good against the pass. So I think big Travis Kelce week on hand for us too.
Oh, I love hearing that. I love hearing that. Jim Roman, he says in a 10-team PPR, he's streaming a tight end. Pick one. The Pitts, Juwan, Theo, Fannin, Noah Fant.
Yeah, I mean, like, if this were me, I'll tell you.
I feel so dirty asking that one.
I will. The thing is, sometimes in my own leagues, I will do something that I wouldn't necessarily recommend to other people. For me, I play for upside in most cases in my own league. So I will start Kyle Pitts with no Drake London, but it's Kirk Cousins. So the floor is fairly low. The thing with Juwan Johnson is he's got a really tough matchup against the Falcons here. I'm not going to go Fannin or Noah Fant. So it's between Pitts, Juwan, and Theo. Howard, now that I've given my biased take, what's your unbiased take on Pitts versus Juwan versus Theo? I would just start Pitts against the Saints with no London and just hope that the volume's there.
That's what I would do as well.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I would do as well.
And if he doesn't do anything this week, he is officially completely dead to us.
Dead to us.
I'm saying I'm not even if he has a good game if he has a bad week this week and has a good game against the Jets, I won't even bust out the Undertaker memes. Like he's dead. He's staying under the ground.
Right. Bury him. Bury him
in the coffin. Buried.
Once again, just head over to the YouTube page and see what the coop and the fish logos look like there. Great stuff. Thank you very much, DM7819. Timothy Klingler. Sorry, my bad. Klingler. Couple of added emojis in there. Threw an emoji of John Impemba, which I love that emoji of Impemba. No offense to you, Coop, but I love that.
No, that's the best one, dude. It's not even close.
Full point PPR, Tyler Warren or Travis Kelce?
So even though there's a really good matchup here, I'm still going to go Warren. I have him back-to-back 4 and 5. I mean, Warren has just been better with the ball in his hands, so he can do a little more with less, right? Like, so both these guys get 8 and 9 targets. Warren's the one who's breaking off the chunk plays and adding the more yards on top. Warren is kind of getting into – he's kind of like Kittle in that sense. So I would go Warren here. They're both good options. Plus, I'm telling you, some point Warren's going to have one of them gadget touchdowns, some sort of wildcat, some sort of touchdown pass that he throws. So Warren just gets the nod ever so slightly. Both good options, though. Can't put one in the flex.
DM7819 says that he's got Kelce paired with Mahomes. Yeah, I'd be interested in that one there, Tim. Who would be your flex play on this one here? Because I would love to try and get Travis Kelce and Tyler Warren both into the action for you. I think that's again, I'm very bullish on Kelce. And I literally had just bet the over on his receiving yards prop at 51.5. Indianapolis ranks 28th in DVOA against the tight end. They're giving up an average of like 7 catches for 75 yards. So I would try to get, Kelce in there if it's possible.
Yeah. Anytime you got a defense that's bottom 5 and both just raw points allowed and also DVOA, then you know that it's not fraudulent. It's actually because they're not good against it.
Yeah, what do they give? Indianapolis giving up the third most fantasy points,
third or fourth. So it's like depending on what format. So it's pretty clear at this stage that teams like the Colts, the Jaguars, the Bengals, the Bengals by like a mile. The Bengals have lit up 12 touchdowns to tight ends this year, which is insane.
Yeah, for those of you who are over at fantasyalarm.com, just so you see it, just in case people don't find, are looking for something, the navigation, I just threw it into the chat over on YouTube. And that's the points allowed, defense versus position, DVP ranking, so to speak. And yeah, Colts giving up third most fantasy points per game to the tight end position.
Yeah, and the great thing about that is that it's got all the scoring in there, so you can go and check like underdog scoring, FFPC, tight end premium. You can check all of them, which is really cool. A lot of places don't have that, so definitely check that out.
Exactly. All right, back to the questions here, Andrew Cooper. I got to go all the way back up. Thank you very much to all our members. And again, if you click that join button, your questions get bumped to the tippy top. We go to Cindy Harris here. Need to sit one. Genty, Dowdle, Brown, and Marks.
Okay, we're not going to sit Dowdle.
No. And we just told everybody to start Marks, so I'm not going to sit him.
Yeah.
Dare we sit Ashton Genty after that debacle of a game this past week? He's going up against the Cleveland run defense, which is
terrible.
Very, very good.
His whole schedule, the schedule doesn't get any better for Genty, man. It's like
No, it does not.
The whole thing is bad here. It's Chargers, Broncos, Eagles, Texans. If you somehow survive, right, then you get to the Giants there. But yeah, I would sit Genty here. It has to be done.
Has to be done. Sometimes you just got to make those tough decisions. We got him over here. Daniel Hayes says full point PPR tight end this weekend, Cade Otton or Juwan Johnson.
I'm going Juwan. Just outside of that very brief stretch for Juwan, he's gotten 10 PPR points virtually every game. And Cade Otton gets the Rams, which is not a good matchup again. Back-to-back bad matchups for him. And then the matchups get easy for Otton.
Oh, look at that. Cindy, who we just told to sit Genty. Lil Sis beat older brother last week. That's what it's all about.
Yes.
That's what it's all about.
Right.
And you know what? I'll tell you what. You know what Cindy needs? I'll tell you what Cindy needs.
Roll up to Thanksgiving with one of these. That's what
Cindy,
you do
this
now.
is what you need, Cindy. You need one of these bad boys wrapped around your neck while you're rolling in. Boom. Oh, this is how you walk into Thanksgiving.
Walk into Thanksgiving
This is how you walk into the holidays.
And hit the mashed potatoes, dude. With
right? How great would this be? Folks, when you're with the Fantasy Alarm family, you play like a champion. Now it's time to look like a champion too. We are proud to announce our new partnership with USA Sports Fans Chains to help you look like the champion that you are, or that you will be by the end of the fantasy football season, right? So get one for yourself or get one for your whole league. Pass it around each year. These chains made in the US, lightweight, designed to be bold and eye-catching. Oh, good. You got the QR code up there for me.
Got it up and running.
Ensuring that these guys attract attention, generate excitement. They're built to move with fans. They're lightweight, right? They're a perfect accessory for anyone looking to show off their fantasy team superiority. And you know you got that superiority because you're with the family. So why not flaunt it? All right? And don't just revel in a championship. Troll your league loser with their new I Suck at Fantasy Football chain. Cindy, get your brother a chain that says I suck at fantasy football and hand that to him at the Thanksgiving Day table, right? That would be amazing. Listen, USA Sport Fan Chains, absolutely amazing. You get one for your league today at fantasyalarm.com/USA chains and give yourself and your league a little bit of swagger. That's fantasyalarm.com/USA chains, because this is more than just an accessory. It's a declaration of winning.
Yes. You walk in on Thanksgiving. You say, what's up, lil bro?
Oh, older bro.
No, you say lil bro this time.
Oh, you call him lil bro.
You call him lil bro.
So mean.
You say, lil bro, I'll beat you, dude. And then you walk him over and you sit him down at the kids' table where he belongs.
Yeah.
That's what you do. That's what you do on Thanksgiving. That's how you make it happen. So.
I love that. I love that. All right. So yeah, hit this QR code, take care of your league, surprise your league mates with it. Listen, these are like I want to say like 20 to 30% cheaper than the other market for chains like these. And again,
and they're made here. And they're made in the United States.
They're made in the US. They have different styles as well. If you guys are watching the Fantasy Alarm, if you're listening to Fantasy Alarm on Sirius XM and you got like Twitter, Instagram, stuff like that, we're wearing the chains in some of the contests that we're playing over there. And go check out the website. There are different styles. You don't just have to get this one here. Such great stuff here. Absolutely great stuff. And Cindy, I want that so badly for you. Cindy, you're going to need to video this and send it to me and Coop as well so that we can check it out. No doubt. No doubt.
Let's jump back in.
All right, jump back into the questions here. Jump back. Fine, Coop. You're so all business. Oh, I'm Andrew Coop.
Well, we got to celebrate. We got a lot of questions today. We're back to the questions that came in at the moment the show started.
All right, fine. Here you go. Ann Dunn says it's got fishbowl. She needs 3 from Ramondre, Singletary, Dalton Schultz, and Andrews.
I mean, even with the tough matchup for Schultz, and it is the toughest matchup possible for tight ends, Scott Fishbowl scoring is broken because it's not only 1.5 points, it's 2 points for every tight end reception, but it's also 2 points for every tight end first down. Like 2 first downs for 10 yards is like 10 points. So you got to start Schultz tonight. After that, I'm leaning Mondre and Andrews. I don't like fishing for touchdowns with Singletary there. So that's where I would go. Got to start Schultz and Andrews. I mean, tight ends are just
tight ends are just Mondre, Schultz, Andrews. That's where I'm at.
Elijah Higgins is scoring like 10 points a week.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
High hopes jumping in here. A little bit of a vomit kind of a question. For half-point PPR, 14 must get points to get in to the playoffs. Jordan Mason, Rashid Shaheed, or Adonai Mitchell in the flex. Very interesting that she's got the John emoji and a little piggy emoji there together.
Excellent. Must get just one player?
Yeah, one player. Mason, Shaheed, or Adonai Mitchell.
I mean, if you're going for upside, it's got to be one of the wide receivers. It does. And I think I personally would lean Shaheed here. Adonai Mitchell, I mean, he just couldn't catch anything last week. I don't know. I mean, but he was getting separation. So what do you think, Bender? I like Shaheed, but
I like Shaheed here. Going up against Tennessee, they need to get him, keep him more involved. This is just one of those games where you can get Sam Darnold back on track after throwing 4 picks last week. It's kind of a soft matchup here against Tennessee. So I think they get Shaheed in on the action for this one. That's right.
They got a trade to justify.
She also wants to know Genty, Judkins, or Ramondre if he plays.
That's one where I would just likely start Genty. I have Genty and Judkins back to back. I
think I'd go Judkins here, especially when you got Shador. Or you think they're going to just stack the box and force Shador into passing?
Let me check my half. So I was actually on the wrong page here. I like to keep it up on the other side with the rankings. I do have Judkins 1 spot ahead of Genty and half PPR. So it's Judkins. Go.
So give me Judkins here. Although you don't like Ramondre against Cincinnati.
I think what's going to happen if Ramondre plays is I'm going to take Travion and Ramondre and move them both into a spot where they're both just right behind everybody that's getting like 70-80% of the work. So you've got like that Judkins, Genty, Woody Marks range. And then they're probably both going to go in there above like Kenneth Walker and Emmanuel Wilson and Kareem Hunt and those guys. So yeah, I will, because we don't know. That's the thing, but we don't know. It could, like, knowing Vrabel, it could easily just be Ramondre getting like 60% of the touches. So, but it could be Henderson too. Like you don't know. That's the scary part.
Ann Dunn wants to know she needs 1 from Jaden Higgins, Andre Yosivach, and Luther Burden. Luther Burden. I like Yosivach here.
Yeah,
again, like you said, T. Higgins, Christian Gonzalez. Where else are they going to throw?
9. He plays last time. So Jamar Chase over the last 2 years hasn't missed a game until this one. but T. Higgins has. And when Higgins has been out, this Yoshi plays 95% of the snaps in those games. So I'm in.
Cindy says, Shakira Parker Washington afraid of the sleepless dad after last 3 weeks. -3 yards sole catch.
But dude, sometimes guys get that dad power boost too. You know, you never know which one you're going to get. So I'm going Shakir. He's been their most consistent player. I'm hearing that Keon Coleman's going to be benched again this week, which is, you know what? You don't show up to work on the days during the week, then you don't get to do the fun stuff on the weekends. Same goes for me here at Fantasy Alarm. I don't get my articles in. I don't get to do the shows. So you got to do your work to reap the benefits. And we're going to see no Keon Coleman, so Shakir's the guy.
I'm a little bullish on Khalil Shakir, and I think just to show you how bullish I am on Khalil Shakir, I think it's a perfect time to talk about what we got going on over at Underdog, right? I mean, Fantasy Alarm hit that QR code or go to fantasyalarm.com/underdog, right? When you play $5, they give you $100 in bonus cash. So,
which is crazy, dude.
Coop and I are going to give you a couple of picks here. I've got some more picks in a video over at Fantasy Alarm. Throw 2 picks in, bet $5 on it, win that, and then boom, free hundo. What could be better? What could be better? Khalil Shakir, higher than 4.5 receptions. That one's for you, Cindy. 4.5 receptions, easily. I love this matchup here for him. Like, I know he got shut down by Tampa Bay last week. That's not going to happen again. In the 3 previous games before Tampa, right, 24 targets, 20 receptions, no fewer than 6 catches in each of those 3 games. Give me Shakir, higher than 4.5 receptions. Coop, I need a Houston player to pair him up.
I got one coming back. As much as I want to pick the lower numbers on Dalton Schultz, I mean, those are in play this week with a tough matchup. I like Jaden Higgins here. And I'll tell you what, we didn't love Jaden Higgins against Yosivas because, you know, he's still kind of an unproven commodity, but he said at 2.5 receptions. That's crazy. This guy's gotten 7 targets in back-to-back weeks, and he scored the week before last. And this past week, he caught an over-the-shoulder ball and went out of bounds at the 1-inch line. Easily could have scored twice, and then everyone would be picking him up all over. I'm glad he didn't score because we were allowed to sneak him onto some benches and even using him in some spots. But for me, Jaden Higgins, 2.5 receptions, higher. Easy one for me.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Again, fantasyalarm.com/underdog, promo code alarm, play $5, get a free 100. I mean, that's so good. So good. And I've got multiple picks out there. I just suggest if you're doing this for the first time, just go with 2 picks. Go with his Higgins, my Shakir, play the $5, get the free 100. And then if you want to start expanding even more, we've got picks all over the place. I know Johnny and Pemba's doing a bunch of stuff over there at fantasyalarm.com as well. So there you go. Hit that QR code or go to fantasyalarm.com/underdog.
By the way, folks, yes, it's the same bonus pool and money pool that you use for the best ball leagues in the offseason. So you get the bonus, you get the deposit, you do some pick 'em, and then, if you have money left over, or if you win, it's the same money that we use in the offseason to do all the best ball leagues too. So it's the same pool of money. So it's good. It's a good time to get in now while they're doing a big bonus. They do it during the season because they know everybody's signing up in the offseason for the best ball. So take the bonus now while you can.
All right. Now we live in the chat. Now we live here with you guys. Better flex start. Michael Wilson, Christian Watson, full PPR.
I don't know how you go away from Michael Wilson right now. Hottest player in football. We're not expecting him to get 18 targets, but Jacoby's been good. He's been good with Jacoby. Got to lock that in. Not that we don't like Watson, but Wilson, I mean, he's the primary wide receiver for this team now.
All right. My future second wife says likes for our Laney. So make sure that you get likes for Laney here. I'm telling you.
And then you'd be sitting at the kids' table at our Thanksgiving.
If my wife ever gets hit by a bus, Honey Coop.
Right. So both of you guys sitting at the kids' table.
Should I pivot off of Ferguson this week, dropping Singletary to spot start Chig or Fant?
No, the problem with Chig and Fant is that neither one of them plays even runs a 50% route participation. Chig and Gunnar Helm both ran 19 routes last week. Fant and Tanner Hudson both ran 17 routes. That's out of 41, where Drew Sample also ran 16. So just stick with Ferg. I know it's not the best matchup. In fact, it's a terrible matchup. But at least Ferg is out there every play, and he has a floor. Whereas those guys with the rotations, you just don't know.
All right. Galaxy Pickers in the house. What's up, Galaxy? Start Woody Marks or Quinshon Judkins.
Again, these guys very, very close in my rankings. I have Judkins ahead of Marks by a spot. So I'm going Judkins against the Raiders instead of Marks. I mean, Marks, decent matchup, though. What do you think, Bender?
Raiders look so bad.
Terrible.
It really did look bad. And, again, I think they're going to be, I feel like Judkins can have himself a good game. They're going to need to run him with Shedeur Sanders under center. And I'll tell you what, Raiders are so bad that I think Shedeur Sanders kind of surprises some people this week. I'm not saying that he's going to ball out and you got to start him in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying I don't think he's going to be as garbage as everybody is claiming him to be. So that's
I've been staying away from a take on that because he didn't get the chance to start. He didn't know he was going to play at all. It's a totally different thing to go in there and to run somebody else's game plan when you didn't even know. So yeah, I'm with you. I want to see this game. We can judge him though because even it is his first game, but it's a good matchup. And I'll tell you what, the last thing on that question, I just flat out believe that Quinshon Judkins is a better player than Woody Marks. I think Quinshon Judkins has passed the eye test every step of the way. The team is terrible, but Judkins is a good player.
You're also going to see a little Nick Chubb in the works here tonight as well. He's definitely, and and that's like, I mean, it's almost like, I'm not going to say it's like Sean Tucker and Rachaad White, but they're the breakdown's a little bit on the similar side, and it was Sean Tucker going between the tackles that had the more explosive day than Rachaad White. So that's why I like Judkins here as well with you, Coop. And Dunn wants to know Flex, Pierce, Addison, JMO. How do you go away from JMO?
Right. A lot of you seem to have a type in that league, and Dunn. Very similar players. But yeah, I got JMO. Ranked as a top 24 wide receiver. I think I have Pierce at 25. Addison just very difficult to trust right now because it's hard enough for JJ McCarthy at this moment to support one fantasy relevant asset, and it all trickles down from Jefferson to everybody else. So I can't trust Addison or Hawk until we see a little improvement.
Rod is in the house here. Trade Cortland Sutton for Chris Godwin. No.
Can't. Yeah, not right now.
Look upside in the playoffs. Yeah, I get you're looking for the upside there. I'm still sticking with Sutton here because we just don't know what to expect from Godwin. Just don't know.
We don't. Yeah, I'm hopeful, but I'm not banking on him.
B Coop, not to be confused with A Coop.
What up,
Start two, wide receivers, PPR, running backs, half point PPR. Start two, Kamara, Walker, Jennings, Pierce, and Emmanuel Wilson, if no Josh. All right, so if Josh Jacobs sits, then Emmanuel Wilson has to play. You have to play him.
Yes, absolutely.
You have to.
And I'm just going to start starting Kamara with a team you can run on with the Falcons. Can't throw on them, but you can run on them. So go Emmanuel Wilson and Kamara. If Jacobs plays, then it's Kenneth Walker easily. I'm definitely starting. And then you only listed 2 wide receivers, so I would start the 2 wide receivers you listed.
Right? I think he's starting 2. He's saying wide receivers, full point PPR, running backs are half point PPR.
Okay, so it's just 2 players in general, and it looks like it's a she as well. I would start, so it's just Kamara and Emmanuel Wilson then. And if not Emmanuel Wilson, Kenneth Walker over any of the wide receivers.
All right. There you go. Jerry Nelson in the house. Need 4 of these PPR. Washington, Brian Thomas Jr., Puka, Jaden Higgins, Yossi Vash, Tet McMillan.
Well, Jerry, you don't ever have to put Puka into these questions. He's either going to be 1 or 2 every week in the rankings moving forward. So Puka's in.
Yossi Vash is in for me, as well as McMillan.
Yeah, as well as McMillan. And then if Brian Thomas plays, then I'm going with him. Otherwise, if Brian Thomas is out, probably go Parker Washington. I like having Jaden Higgins on my roster. He's still not at a full role yet. I want to see him come out and kind of match. He doesn't have to match Nico Collins, but he's got to match Dalton Schultz and routes run for me to officially say it's on with Jaden Higgins.
Did the Fantasy Alarm live happen already where y'all show the red, green, yellow? Is that your Friday show?
That's the Friday show. We show red, green, yellow highlight. Yes, so that's the Friday show, brother. So that's going to be tomorrow, and our guest is Ryan Heath tomorrow. So good one tomorrow.
Oh,
But
and
yeah,
nerds unite. Here we go.
yeah, it's going to be a very nerdy show, dude.
I
Very
love
nerdy
it.
show tomorrow. So, but that's good news. And yeah, what we do is, well, on that show, we have all the highlighted. It's got all the implied point totals, and they're color coded to show like which games you want to be pulling top matchups for. So that'll be tomorrow at 1:00, KJ.
Two Socks in the house, live from Alberta, Canada. Start sit, half point PPR, two wide receivers, Booty, Jefferson, Ibuka. I mean, I got to go Jefferson and Ibuka here.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
love Booty this week, but not enough to
We're
put him
we're
over
not
either
there
of those
yet.
two guys.
We're not there yet, my dude.
Flex Gainwell, Jalen Warren, or Watson. Well,
it's whoever's the starting running back for the Steelers is this week. So you just got to keep an eye on the news.
Just keep an eye on the news there, and then Watson's obviously the other one.
Yeah,
you're not going to start both Pittsburgh running backs.
Nope, we're not going to do that. So yeah.
Matt Gingerich is in here. Good afternoon to you, Matt. Would you trade Addison Judkins for Etienne Devontae, possibly losing London for a bit? He's got Rice, Nico, Tet as well.
I would rather be on the Etienne Devontae side. Yep, because I have Devontae over Addison, and Etienne and Judkins are close enough. I don't think Etienne's going to outright lose that job. Maybe, but Etienne, he just ran for 74 yards and 2 touchdowns last week. I mean, like, can we truly say that he's not running the ball well? I don't think so. I think he's playing fine. So I would do that. Good matchup for Devontae this week, too. Great matchup for Devontae.
Daniel Hayes says full point PPR, Zay Flowers or Tet McMillan. Ooh, Tet's got Monday night against the 49ers. Zay Flowers against the Jets.
Yeah, I'm going Tet. The scary thing for Zay is that there are times where when they really beat up on teams, they just give him the day off. We've seen that's his the up and down weeks he has. When Derrick Henry has a good game, Flowers doesn't really need to do anything. So I do worry about that with some of these matchups. I'm going Tet.
All right.
Tetaroa. His mom does not want us calling him Tet, Daniel.
Tetaroa. Brian wants to know, hey, guys, thanks for all you do. You're welcome. Pick one flex in half-point PPR. I'm going to assume that's Kamara, not Kamala Harris, versus Woody Marks. I would start Kamala Harris over Woody Marks this week. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you got to go with the she definitely has more spirit than Kamara right now. Kamara is like sleepwalking. I'm going Marks over Kamara.
Marks over Kamara. All right.
Jot that down, Howard. I officially said
noted. Dude, I thought you were going to victory lap on me after 83 yards before the bye week there, but I was like, I tell you.
No, because the thing is, you already had the ammo. He had 115 yards from scrimmage, by the way, but there's a clip of him getting stuffed at the goal line that you could have just turned around and showed.
Oh, I had that in the holster.
I know you did. So I didn't walk into your trap is what happened. I didn't step on the trap door.
All right. Also need one wide receiver and half-point PPR. Brand new dad, Khalil Shakir or Juwan Jennings. Boy, everybody's in on this whole, and it's so funny because I actually wrote an article, and this is probably about 15 years ago for Fantasy Baseball, talking about new fathers. And I used CJ Wilson as the Texas pitcher as the example because his numbers on the road were so amazing. And his numbers at home, even in a pitcher's park, were absolutely atrocious. And the whole thing was that his sleep schedule was just completely thrown off. And that's I did that for baseball, which is more of a daily kind of a thing here. You tell me, man, where would you go? Where's your rankings? You got Shakir or Jennings. Jennings is a softer matchup, I think.
I remember Rougned Odor skipped the birth of his son to play just a random regular season game, which I thought that was pretty wild move. Here's the thing about Shakir. He may be a new dad, but the Texans are kind of the evil stepmothers of secondaries. And I don't really want to run anybody up against them if I can avoid it. So I'm going Juwan Jennings.
Juwan Jennings in the house. Love that call there. GT Sports here. He's throwing down a little super chat question. We appreciate you. Thank you very much, GT Sports.
Super chat.
Otten. I like that.
I'm not going to do that every time. I'm not going to do that every time.
You should do that every time, dude.
Come on. Maybe.
Otten or Mason Taylor.
You should clip that and play it when it comes in. Yeah, I do like Mason Taylor, but it's Otten. You got to go with a guy who's been consistent, especially if Chris Godwin is out. GT Sports. If Godwin's a full go, that would change things for me, and I'd probably go Taylor. But Mason Taylor hasn't really done much with his opportunities, and Kate Otten has when he's gotten the chance. So I think it's a little bit of a better matchup for Otten here than last week. So I'm going to go with him.
All right, Pats, New Orleans, or Atlanta D. I like Atlanta against.
Let me just check where I have New Orleans. I have the Patriots one spot ahead of Atlanta.
Okay, so go with the Patriots then. I'm fine with that.
Because that team is kind of like think about the Cardinals right now and the Bengals. Yes, the players are putting up fantasy points, but there's a lot of really scrappy turnovers. The starting a defense against Jacoby Brissett has worked out pretty great. Like the Seahawks had 2 touchdowns. He threw 2 bad picks last week. Same with Flacco. Like there's going to be mistakes.
All right. Beautiful. GT, thank you again. Really appreciate the super chat here. Membership has its privileges. High Hopes wants to know that Scott Fishbowl, JJ McCarthy, or Mason Rudolph if Rodgers is out.
Got to go JJ there. I can't trust Mason Rudolph.
Agreed.
No way.
Brock Wright, Chigakonkwo, Devin Neal, or Ramondre.
Going Brock Wright. The guy came out, played a big snap share. Ross Dwelly, the other tight end, only played 2 snaps. So he played all the tight end snaps. He got 7 targets. It was just the Eagles. Eagles are one of the worst matchups for tight ends. So I think Brock Wright's going to have a better week this week. I like him in DFS if you're paying way down. So, yeah, I do like Brock Wright in that group. I can't believe I'm saying that because I've never been in on him, but they got nothing else.
I can dig it. A
lot of Coops in the chat today. Let's go.
Cooper.
Let's go.
Start 2 wide receivers, PPR, running backs, half point PPR. Okay, so that's where, again, it's start 2. Did we do this one already? I think we did this one already here.
Yeah, we did. We
did
that
already.
One
So
already.
it's Emmanuel Wilson if Jacobs is out with Kamara, and then if Jacobs plays, then you just pivot to Kenneth Walker.
Bingo, nailed it.
Bingo, bango, bongo. And Dunn says, who gets more field goals, Prater tonight or Aubrey against Philly?
I mean, Aubrey's about as a must-start player as there is in fantasy, right?
Yes.
Like ranked 1 virtually every week for me. So it's Aubrey.
Brian shouting out the OZ Kush.
We got you, dude.
We got you. No worries, man. No worries. Ann says Henry, Pitts, or Schultz. She's never drafting him again.
Lucky you, Ann. That Henry has the best possible matchup for a tight end, and you can go Henry this week.
Yeah,
you don't
absolutely.
have to be subjected to Pitts once again. Go Henry.
Definitely. Origami Harvest. Should I trade Jennings for Franklin in a full point PPR?
Ooh, no, but I think that's an intriguing offer from that guy. I would. That guy is the person trading with you is probably in a must-win situation, and they're just trading a guy because he's on bye week. You got to put the screws to people like that and make them take a worse player. Turn around and offer him a worse wide receiver than Jennings and see if he takes it, because I think that person's trying to trade Franklin because he's on a bye.
Smart. And Dunn says sit 1 in a PPR. Hunt, Bam, Pollard, Carter. Michael Carter. Yeah, Michael Carter sits.
Sit. Yeah.
Buh.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I got that one already here. Jerry Nelson, he loves Flacco, Lawrence, or Young. Not a super flex league. He needs to start 1. Where are you going?
Got a lot of weird QB quarterbacks for a non-super flex league, my dude. I'd probably just start Jordan Love here rather than Flacco, because Flacco doesn't have Jamar Chase. It's not the same.
Mile High Luke in the house here. Big Gorilla picking between Mahomes and May this week. You got to go with Drake May
against the Bengals. Yeah, I've had that problem. That's in the Independence Day League. I've been picking the wrong one a lot, but I'm going May for sure this week versus Bengals.
I have May in the Greenwich Street Tavern League, and I had been with Bo Nix, and I had been flip flopping them early in the season, and was kicking myself. So Drake May, just got to start him. Just got to lock.
He's saying all the right things, man. They came out and asked him about leading in stats. And he was like, oh, yeah, it's probably because I haven't had my bye week. Next question. Right? Yeah, he's just being humble.
All right. You know what? Let's you keep that Patriots propaganda to yourself, kid.
Just being humble. Just being humble and handsome.
Deuce on that call there. Deuce says full point PPR trade Gibbs And Marks for Jonathan Taylor. Other running backs, Chase Brown, Charbonnet, Tracy. Why would you want to get rid of Gibbs? Taylor's got a tough schedule coming up, too.
Keep the depth, man, because you're probably going to be starting Marks over, like starting Marks at the flex. If one of your wide receiver gets hurt, you're not going to feel good about starting Sharps.
Yeah.
If one of your running backs gets hurt, sorry. So just stick with what you got.
Angie's in the house here. She pulled an Ann and got here late. I love that we're trolling Ann today, too. This is right. Should we skip Angie's question here because she's late?
Nah, it's Angie. It's Angie.
She needs 3 of these: Gainwell, Judkins, Swift, Downs, Mooney, Pearsall, full point PPR.
Well, it's going to be Swift for sure, and it's going to be Gainwell if
Warren is out.
If Warren's out. Otherwise, I mean, so if Warren's out, I'm starting all 3 running backs. If Warren plays, you probably just got to throw Mooney up there with no London because he's got the highest upside. Downs has been a part-time player. Pearsall, he looked rusty. He did get a full share, but he looked rusty. So I'm going Moondog. Moon boy. He's a moon.
Tyler's in the house here. Pour some milk out for Joe Mixon. Pour anything out for Joe Mixon.
That's folks that don't know. That's Tyler Orginski, last year's top ranker on Fantasy Pros. But yeah, Joe Mixon. We were holding out quiet hope that Joe Mixon might come back at the very end of the year for best ball purposes. But no,
not happening. Sean Tucker, Bam Knight, Ramondre Stevenson. Well, I'll say this: if Benson does not play. Let's say if Benson doesn't play, would you go Bam Knight over Ramondre?
Yeah, it's Bam over Ramondre. Now, I tweeted this out. There is a video of Rondé Barber kind of letting it sneak that he doesn't think Bucky Irving's going to play this week. Now, Todd Bowles is actually very good about telling us on Friday who's going to play or not, so we'll know for sure on Friday anyway. So I would just wait on that, but I'm starting Sean Tucker against the in his matchup if Bucky's out. But if Bucky plays, then I'm starting Bam.
Beautiful. And Dunn says, I can't believe I'm asking this, but Love or Brissett?
I mean, I can't believe you're asking either, considering how good Jacoby Brissett's been. 23 or more fantasy points every week, 5 straight weeks, every week he's started. Lock him in. Brissett's the guy. Right? I mean,
yeah, I hear you.
Isn't that good?
Send it my way. Oh, Cindy talking about the chain. Gotta go. FantasyAlarm.com/USA chains. And then what's the promo code that should populate there, Coop?
It should populate and say USAFA. So just make sure that's in there so that they know that we sent you. But yeah, get in there and get one. They're super affordable. They're easily the most affordable ones out there. So yeah, jump in and grab one.
And I so need video of you handing an I Suck at Fantasy Football chain to your brother. I so need that. And sitting him at the kids' table, even better. Even better. Mile High Luke says, in my FFPC Superflex Dynasty, need 1 flex. Woods, Worthy, Booty.
Who's Woods?
I don't know.
Is that Woody?
Could be.
If it's Woody, then go with. If it's Woody, then go with him. If it's Robert Woods, then I don't think he's going to score any points this week.
Does Robert Woods even play?
Go with Woody. If there's another Woods, Jelani Woods, I don't know if there's other Woods out there. So go with Woody.
Looks like the Kush has gotten to somebody else too.
That's right, dude. Kush Cloud over the chat today.
Superflex, Rudolph or Cousins?
Cousins. I'm starting Cousins in the Scott Fish Bowl in the playoffs. This is how I lose. If this is how it happens.
This is how it happens. All right. Keenan Dolick says, did I make an okay choice of keeping Godwin and dropping QJ to pick up Christian Watson this week? I think you're fine there. QJ hasn't really done a whole hell of a lot since the early part of the season. They've really kind of focused the attention on McConkey, on a Rondé Gadsden. So I'm fine with that one there. I mean, listen, you've got some upside here with Godwin potential. And if you are going to go to the playoffs, I'd rather try and see what you got from there than to have a guy who's like 3rd or 4th on the targets depth chart now in Los Angeles.
Quentin Johnson has 2 zeros over his last 4 games. Like 0.0 Blutowski. I mean, he's only has a slight higher chance of not giving you a 0 than Godwin right now. So yeah, go Watson for sure over him.
All right, we got a rapid fire here. I just looked at the time. Holy smokes, people.
Where does
Big
the
Gorilla,
time
start
go?
2 in the flex. Booty, Monty, Ayamanor, Coker, Manangai. It's first 2 for me. But you tell
Yeah.
me, Coop, what do you like?
If it's all upside, then maybe Booty and Ayamanar with Ridley out, but the safe guys are Booty and Monty.
Michael Regine in here. My running backs, full point PPR, Kyron Williams, Dowdle, Chase Brown, Woody Marks. Do I start Woody or Chase Brown?
We've already deliberated that one here, and I think we settled on Woody tonight.
We
against
settled
the
on
Bills.
Woody tonight, yes. I mean,
Everyone knows what
Kyron
you
and
gotta do
Dowdle
with
are definitely the must starts here,
Oh yeah.
right? So I guess if you're talking about a flex. Defense, Atlanta or the Saints?
Atlanta.
Atlanta for me as well. Keenan Dolik saying ETN's doing non-contact reps at practice. Has this happened before where a player ended up missing time?
I mean, they're maybe because Bashal Tootin hurt his ankle, they just want to make sure ETN doesn't get hurt as well. So they're putting the red jersey on him. Because Bashal Tootin's the one that rolled his ankle.
Yeah. Crisscross here. Hey guys, who do you like rest of season? Lamar or Stafford? Trying to trade for one of them. Current QB is Herbert. Don't trust him. I get that. Lamar for me.
Yep. If it's the same price, Lamar. If you can get Stafford for much cheaper, then do that. But if it's equal price, it's Lamar.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I dropped Dicker because of his bye to get Myers. Which do you like rest of season? Myers. Go get Dicker back after the bye.
Agreed.
Yeah. In the family league, need a flex. Tracy, Wilson if Jacob sits, Downs, Otten. I mean, it's Wilson if Jacob sits.
Yeah. And then otherwise it's Tracy.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Christian Watson or Yosivash this week?
Now you're talking. And I'm dude, if you already have Yoshi on the roster, I'm starting him. Like the conditions are really good for that guy. They really like him. They don't really have other options that are going to pop. And he could flat out outscore T. Higgins, as crazy as that sounds, because the matchup skews in his favor. If Gonzalez, like if they leave T. Higgins outside where he almost always plays, then he's going to see a lot of the Gonzalez, which is the one good corner they have right now.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, Cindy says she's definitely going to buy for the league she runs at work, does a whole award show. I want pics.
Yes.
I want video. Cindy, email me after the whole thing, rotobuzzguy@gmail.com. We'll do like a whole little special and show those pics out to everybody for that. Love it. Absolutely love it. Ethan Batterman, need 2. Pittman, Marks, Hall, A.J. Brown. Pittman and Brown for me.
Yeah. Great matchup for Brown and Pittman. You just got to roll them out there.
Pick 2, Benson if he plays. Bam, Judkins, KW.
I actually would. I would start. I don't know if I would start Benson first week back if he does play. I think I would start Bam if Benson's out, and if Benson plays, I'd start Judkins and Kenneth Walker.
Yeah,
I want to see it once.
So Bam and Judkins if Benson sits. If Benson plays, it's Judkins and Walker.
Yep,
100%. Steelers D or Falcons D?
Falcons.
Thoughts on Michael Wilson
sorry,
this week?
Let me just double check that just to be sure. Yeah, Falcons.
Yeah. Thoughts on Michael Wilson this week? Not expecting last week, but how good is this guy? He's going to get fed.
Yeah, he's fine. That's what he is, but he can get double-digit targets, and that's all. I mean, anybody that gets that needs to be in lineups.
And Jacksonville is not a good pass defense. They are not a good pass defense.
A good run defense, actually, which helps the pass.
All right. Well, membership has its privileges here. My good friend Fred Card, 12-team half-point PPR. Should I start Fairbairn tonight over McPherson, Little, Borealis, or Badgley?
I don't really like Fairbairn tonight, to be honest with you, bro. I would go with. I have of those guys right now. I have Borealis against the Bengals ranked the highest.
All right. So there you go. Borealis.
Bengals, you know.
Or if you just want a guy who you just want to leave in your lineup and not have to worry about it anymore, Badgley. Plays in a dome, high scoring offense.
Right. Rest of season, it's Badgley. He just gets the Chiefs this week. That's what the difference.
Yeah.
But for just this week, if it's just a 1 week play, then the kicker against the Bengals is usually a pretty good move.
What should I expect from Mike Evans if he's able to come back in a few weeks?
If he's going to be good enough to play,
100 yards, 2 touchdowns every game.
Yeah,
No.
I mean the thing is, it's a collarbone, right? So if he's fully cleared to play, you got to imagine the cardio is going to be fine. I think he'll be fine.
Beautiful. Well, Matty Strauss in the house.
Hey,
Shout out to my boys. Shout out to you, buddy. You know it. Oh, yeah. Matty's in the house.
Those that don't know, he's the owner of
He is the man behind the chains.
So cool.
So cool. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. All right, let's see. Oh, Mile High was saying that he was smoking and then it was Woody, not Robert Woods.
Not Robert Woods. Good.
In a Kush cloud for sure.
Whoa, why did we skip over this great comment here from High Hopes? May all day, Coop, love him so much. Have him in all my leagues. That's a
Jeez,
dream.
I wonder why I skipped that comment there. Jason Williams in the house here. Stop it. Stop it.
I know we got to go. I'll stop doing that.
Hey, guys, I lost a claim on Christian Watson. Would you add Shakir, Parker Washington as wide receiver depth? I would add Shakir.
Shakir, yeah. Shakir's been solid. And he oddly breaks off some big plays for a slot guy.
Yeah. He also has ETN. Would you drop Pollard, Spears, or Mason for Tootin? ETN in a non-contact jersey today, as mentioned.
Yeah, I would drop Mason, but you can drop Mason or Pollard. If it's full PPR, keep Spears. If it's standard, keep Pollard over Spears. But I mean, Mason's the guy that's droppable for me.
All right, beautiful. Darnold, Daniel Jones, or Jacoby Brissett?
Brissett. I don't know why it wouldn't be Brissett. Dude's been good. I have Brissett one spot ahead of Daniel Jones, but Brissett's been great.
PPR flex. Hey, DM78919. Oh, you snuck that one in late here. Michael, should I Auden or pick up Michael Wilson off waivers? Pick up Michael Wilson.
Michael Wilson. Yeah, why not?
Pick him up.
Yeah.
Pick him up.
Do it. Do that.
And done saying thanks. And our final comment here of the day, it's from Murphenstein, Bobby Trees. Shout out to the old guru there, John Hansen, who I remember the first time I was sitting there on SiriusXM and somebody started asking me questions, and they asked me about Bobby Trees. I'm like, I don't know who the F Bobby Trees is. What are you talking about? Because, I wasn't listening to the guru there. I don't know.
Not. Can't listen all day. We got
all right. Well, that's going to do it for us here on the Fantasy Alarm Show. Again, folks, big thank you to everybody out there. Number one, our boys over at USA Fan Chains. Get yours today. Go to fantasyalarm.com/USA Chains. And then make sure that promo code auto-populates there. It's USAFA to get in there and tell them Coop and Bender sent you. And we love that. And then, as always, folks, you know it. Fantasy Alarm, all pro. If you're not part of the family, I don't know what you're doing.
Losing probably. Coming in third a ton.
Probably losing a bunch. No doubt about it. Go to fantasyalarm.com/YouTube or zap that QR code. Promo code YT50. 50% off your first month. The sucker pays for itself. No doubt about it. That is going to do it for us here on the show. Although, wait, one member popping in to say hi last minute. Wilson picked up and started. Raider Dave,
Lock it down. Lock
Good
it down.
job. And Murphenstein says, see you on Sirius this afternoon. Andrew Cooper and I will be on from 6 to 8 Eastern. Also, from 6 to 7 p.m., you can get questions answered. John Impemba and Iggy Gilbert going to be right here on the Fantasy Alarm YouTube page. High hopes. Stop it. Don't you ever see, when you're driving through a safari and they're like, don't feed the animals? Don't feed the animal, please.
That's a Lincoln kiss.
The love of all that is holy. Don't do it. Coop, any final thoughts here before we get on out of here?
Yeah. What you do, you get one of these chains, right? You show up to Thanksgiving or to your banquet or to the draft. And right when it's all done and you're walking out the door, you flex the chain on them one last time and you tell your league this.
Adios, turd nuggets.